People keep saying that a rigid handle will torque the spine. How? It's attached at the side, just like the guide handle. Every guide handle is attached either here or here, and the rigid handles are attached here. It's pretty much the same place. How is that going to torque the spine? The spine is here. Guys, look up what torque means. It means twisting. There's no twist. Now, I think you guys mean that these rigid handles might hurt the spine if you're pushing down. You never brace down on a dog, okay? Don't be silly. It's not a horse. You're pulling up. Counterbalance is pulling up. The dog will pull the other way. So right now I'm pulling up. He's spraddling down. I'm pulling toward me. He's pulling the other way. You can't see it, but he's doing it. I'm really pulling. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Let's use some logic on these handles. This one is semi-rigid, but it's used the same way as a rigid one. Because if you're about to fall over, you don't have time to look down and find the handle. It's got to be upright so you can grab it. It's under your hand so you don't fall over and hurt yourself. The whole point of these is so you grab a handle. You've got a walking handrail under you, and you save yourself from the broken knees and the biffed head from these falls you guys have. Little potsies. Quit spreading myths and silliness about torque and these harnesses. They're totally safe for the dog. Okay, thank you. Someone also had a concern about the fact that our harnesses use marine vinyl because they said that they don't breathe. And I know your dogs have gills in their skin. I don't mean to be sarcastic. That one was a bit baffling. Okay, the underside of these harnesses have a couple layers of heavy-duty polypropylene webbing, which is pretty sturdy. So that's called the saddle. That's the structure of the underneath. We want basically non-leather because we use coolers. We're in Florida, and coolers don't work well with leather because they're wet and it destroys the leather. So a little more about marine vinyl. It looks like leather. You get a bunch of colors and it's very sturdy. A lot of dog gear I'm seeing is made out of canvas. I'm seeing some made out of cotton. It holds up for a couple of months and then it starts to fray. The color starts to wash out. That's just not really... this is dog gear. It's not something you wear to prom once. Dogs brush up against cars through the parking lot. They trash stuff. Marine vinyl is made for boats. It's tough stuff. That's why we use it. Guys, dogs don't sweat. The reason people don't wear vinyl is that we do sweat, and if you wear something like this that does not allow water to pass through and evaporate, is because we get clammy. Dogs do not get clammy because they don't sweat. So these are very comfortable on the dogs. They don't trap a lot of heat, not like you'd think. We have dogs working all summer in this kind of gear. They wear coolers. We have never had a heat incident, ever. Our dogs are fine, and obviously we can prove we walk them outside in the summer. We're very careful about them, but they wear the coolers, and they're fine. Good product. Nothing wrong with it. Safe, sturdy, very sturdy. Okay, the last complaint I recently got on these harnesses was, of all things, the Y front. There's research that shows that the regular front that goes straight across the chest is very bad for dogs. I'll try to link in the article on that. Interferes with their gait and so on. The Y front is highly ergonomical for these dogs. It cuts over their shoulder blades, under the trachea, so there's actually no impingement on anything important on the dog. It allows them to walk properly. If you look at pictures, traditional pictures of guide harnesses, they always go either across the shoulder blades or across the trachea. It looks agonizing for these dogs. They work in them anyway, but Y fronts are much more ergonomically sound. So still talking about Y front. This part comes, this hits the chest. It looks so pretty, actually. This is trash. This is my dog's own harness, by the way. So to address some of the rivets that aren't flat, I did this in a very serious hurry. Didn't even hammer them properly. I don't care. It's my dog's. So this goes through the chest, move it over, through the chest, and then the belly straps go through the weight disbursement strap. So when you're pulling up for counterbalance, the straps don't cut straight into the belly. It's all dispersed nicely and is more comfortable on the dog. The concern for Y front was this hitting their chest. That is utterly ridiculous. If you've seen sled dogs hitting their harnesses, they love it and they're safe.